Hello everyone, this is my card art. I am showing you some of the cards that I had made so you can have a little inspiration. Sometimes I get inspired by watching other people make cards and sometimes just looking at different cards. And before we continue, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and thanks so much for watching. So this one I made, and I cut out tiny little butterflies right around Jesus, put in a already pre-made cutout that I bought. It says love much. And this was a leftover from a circle die, and the insert is the one that was actually used for another project. So what I did is I glued it on here on the bottom. It wasn't even really finished, and I thought that worked. Something simple, just a background, and then I took another frame and put it around it and just the word friend. By the way, I have different products that I combine and I use, so if you happen to see your product here, please definitely put it in the comments, because I don't really always remember the products I use. I just kind of do them. Look how cute that little bird is. I just love him. And see all that shimmer? He's got a shimmery little chin. Well, I don't know if birds have chin. Probably not. But it's got a little feather over there. This one is from Fawn. I remember this one because it's one of their newest dies. And I modified his little head. I had little pieces of remnant little cutouts, and I kind of made him a little feather and a little bit of funky little feather look on top. So like I said, I combine different things. This I know it's from Gorgeous. It's a wonderful company that makes some amazing little girls that look so much fun. This is made to be hung up, so I made the back very pretty too, and the recipient can add a note here on a white piece of paper, and it just basically says happy birthday. And see the different texture? Die cutting some shiny paper, and you're good to go. Then here, I used a piece of ribbon right on top. You can't see it on the inside because I didn't want to have it on the inside. I used double-sided tape to adhere. Look at the shimmer on this paper. Excuse me, on this ribbon. So you see how pretty it is? And I didn't want to cut out the dots for the eyes. They were tiny. And I dropped them in. They were somewhere in the machine or who knows where. So I just used some complimentary 3D droplet paint. You know, you can have stickles or Nuvo drops. You can use any of those, and it works. And then just a pretty piece of paper. It was a leftover paper and a kitty cat. Now, sometimes you want to make cards using the same things. And you don't want to make them look the same for everybody, because I can't do that. To me, I get too bored making the same things. So here I had this really old stamp, and I made it look like a stained glass window. You see? You see how it's all shimmery? I added glossy accents. It dries really nice. Look at that. And then I had the same, I think it's the same company that made this stamp also. It's a map stamp, and I really, really like this one. All I did was store the edges of the paper, and I added some background, you know, with the grape leaves kind of print from another stamp. These are old stamps. And then I said, I like this. So I went and I made this. But you see, they're not the same. I kind of like the layout. I was thinking of switching them over from using this grape window here on the left, but I kind of liked it this way. And I kind of kept it similar, but then again, it's not the same. To me, it's not. So I also added little wine glasses, because why not? And I don't even know if I have, oh yeah, I do have something on the inside. I forgot. And this is just an older stamp again. I don't know if I have anything on this one. Let me see. Nope, I left this one blank. But you see what I did? I scored the inside of the card. You see that? You go around and you score it. It gives it a very nice depth. See? So that's another way of creating something. And then here is a sunflower that I made. And here I added extra leaves of the sunflower on the bottom to make it look 3D. And I have some of these up on Instagram, not all of them, of course, on how to do these. Here I just tied knots on these so the ribbon doesn't come out. And then this one, I think these are from either Memory Box or Poppy Stamps. And this one is an Easter card and different shimmer. This is vellum paper, and then I just created a complementary color on the back. I think I used Stampin' Up on this stamp. And I combine, of course, different dies here, because this is not all one die. They're all different sets. And then here's this one. See this? I just thought this was kind of pretty. And it says, nothing is worth more than this day. And then, this is a Sizzix. You subscribe, actually Spellbinder, excuse me. You subscribe to them on a monthly subscription for Small Die of the Month Club. And this was Easter's. So I created this little guy here. And what I did, I wanted to do something very unique, and I made a shaker card on the inside. See? Look. And somebody asked me how many bunnies this die comes with. They thought it was separate sets of bunnies. Well, no. You see the ear? I just bent his little ear. See? Look. You see the little guy? So when you have dies like this, you could bend the ear. You can modify their little faces. Look at the face. See that? Mouth is here. Mouth is here. And I add a little different colors to him. And I put "You are unforgettable." And I used leftover frames. I cut out different dies, and I combined my frames from the dies that basically was used here to create this different effect. And check this out. This one is from, let's see, Simon Says Stamps. I love it. It's a 3 set of dies that come together. And this one, this wave is from Fawn. I don't remember who makes this one. Like I said, you guys see something, just put it in your comments, please. And I really liked it, and then I said, oh, I'm going to go ahead and do this. And made the anniversary card. But you see when you cut them out, how different they look? Doesn't even look like it's the same card. Only if you compare them side by side. And some things I leave blank. I don't put anything on the inside. Sometimes I put some things on the inside. And then this one is, I think it's from Artzy paper. I have to double check, sorry guys. Anyways, this is some of their paper, and I just cut it out, combined different things, used a permanent marker, yes, for thank you, little bee, and you're done. And a little bit of grass. And then this one, I partially painted the background. I partially used dies, stamps, and the negative of the dies. And the little kitties. And I created my scene. And these are vellum flowers. See? They're actually see-through, but they work out excellent. And I believe the flowers are from Heartfelt Creations. And this shimmer paper, like shimmer vellum, this is Fawn, and all I did is I embossed it. This one, it's another older stamp that I had, and I made the water, and the paper is actually with alcohol inks. And this paper is the HB photo paper that you've been seeing me use. It's very glossy. Oh, if it only wants to come out. It's very, very glossy, and you can actually paint on these guys. You can use watercolor, stamp on them. I really, really like them. The method was shaving cream and alcohol ink. So I have a different video earlier that I did, and that is shaving cream with different kinds of paints. Pretty much is the same technique. And then all I did is I added this ribbon on it, and you can adjust it. Makes it again another idea you can use. Let me see what we have here next. I was in the mood to make water lilies and mushrooms, and of course my little bee and tiny little frog. And some of it I did with my hand, some of the stones, some were stamps, and you just, you doodle. So give yourself a try and a chance to do some things. Glossy accents. You can't really mess it up too much, and if you do, don't worry about it. Just get something else. Here's another one. I believe this is from either Poppy Stamp or Memory Box. They're older version of pots, and these are actually Christmas trees, but I didn't use them as such. And again, little froggies, and the little quail. I like the quail. See? dragonfly, and I created the whole background on the colors. And again, like I said, I was in the mood, so I did one of these as well. See that? It's a little different. So don't ever try to stop yourself from making something just because you've already done it one time. Look at this one. This is inlaid. Once I made the die cutting, I sealed it and I put everything back in. See how clean the back is? Now interestingly, this piece, it's a leftover piece from another die that I cut out, and it was just sitting on the table for me, and I said, I like this. I'm going to make it look like some weird looking trees in the winter, something bare. So there it is. These guys I just hand drew. That's all. Then made a drink. It says, "To a dear friend." See? And for the paper, again, I used vellum paper. This is just colored in, and I colored the background, and there's the card. This one is a Mother's Day card with a little bling, cherry blossom flowers, and the paper is origami paper. I had to think of that for a minute. It's regular, super thin origami paper. See, look, it just looks like something totally different. And then this one, I had some leaves, and I had some of these blotches. The flowers that I cut out, I used those as stencils to make this background. And then a little bit of pearl droppings. And there's the card. And this one of these flowers I cut out of decorative paper. And then this one, it says, whine a little, laugh a lot. And little leaves I put onto the base card and created grape leaves and grapes and added some of those extra grapes inside the card. And then this one took a while. This one definitely took a while. Okay, so here, a lot of different pieces. This one was from a box from Christmas that I cut out. This paper right here. Then this middle part is actually the paper from C's Candies, the wrapper that the box comes in. So I used that. The cherries were not really cherries. I actually cut these out. I kind of traced it on a piece of paper and cut them out. The hearts were little pieces of dye. And of course, as you could see, little patterns. And it turned out really cute, I thought. I believe this one was from another set of another stamp and a die of some kind. So, like I said, I do different things, so combine different techniques and items. This one is really cute. I kind of like this one, and I pay attention to the detail. Here is the bow on the back, just like here. On the front, I really like to have some things that are complete and finished, and just not having the bow on the back side here didn't make it look right. This one, listen. That's a paper. You know what is it from? Where is it from? Flowers. My husband bought me flowers, and I used the paper, the recycled paper that the flowers were wrapped in, and I made this card. I think I have one on Instagram how I did this. So, I use all kinds of things. Now this, I don't know if you can see this. How many faces do you guys see? Look. How many faces? Well, comment below and let me know. This one is from Alice in Wonderland. The clock, see? And then, of course, I have to make Stitch. I just thought it was so cute. And then I made this. Sending Our Love. Vellum paper, super easy to put on. And look what I did here. I put the vellum paper on a card so it glues on. And I put that on 3D tape. See that? But I didn't want the vellum to show, so I put a piece of card on it to cover the glue. And then just a little pearl. And I love these elephants. Sending Our Love. And then again, using something different in a couple of different ways here. And I'd have done more, I'm just giving you examples. This background stamp, I believe this is from Deep Red Stamps. Deep Red Stamps. I like what they have. And then I just cut out a little dress. And I put on there, thank you so much. And this little guy is a Stampin' Up! Product. I just stamped on there, dear friend, multiple times. But you see how you color things and what you add on can really make a difference in a card. And I put, your proof there is good in the world. And then I made this. I like this set. You can actually fold it in and mail it. It will not be extra cost. It'll fit in the envelope. This is how I folded. There are different ways of folding it. Some people fold it this way. You can do it that way too. And mail the card. It fits right into an envelope. And the recipient gets it. They just have to know what to do with it. And this is how I did mine. Kind of like a little fence around the house. See? And then I created a little house. See that? And little trees. I put XOXO. And then this is made out of vellum. And the back of the die cut has the vellum attached to it. So you can, I think the die comes with two different pieces, one that cuts the inside, one that cuts the outside. I don't remember, I may have just squeezed it on there. This one I made last year. But I liked it. Sometimes I keep my cards because I do them for myself. And sometimes I just create for somebody else. This one, it's something you can hang up. It has lace. And look at the shine. Can you see the texture? Let's see if I can get it up close to the camera. There it is. Can you see that texture right there? So you can actually add texture to your papers either by using Mod Podge or embossing. There are just so many ways. I'm not going to list all of them. But what I did on this is once it was done, I covered it with this. It's water-based sealer, glue and finish. And on the back is also a lovely card, so when someone hangs it up, it looks good from both sides. So that was this that I used. And then, little stamping Bella. And I like the torn paper look, and this paper had two sides, two colors. Worked out great. And then this is one of the cards that I made. This is the beads, the Roma beads, see? And it smells good, believe it or not. And this is the other one I made a video on. This is another shaker card. That's my dragon. And Local King Rubber Stamp has this beautiful dragon. And I made this as well. You recognize those? Alright, if you haven't recognized those, you recognize those? That's Long Fawn. See? And again, like I said, I combine different things. This is my creation. You can't buy that. That one's mine. But I made this cute little card. And I forgot who made the wagon. It's an older stamp too. And then I drew some of the background to blend it in, colored it in. Added a few clouds. See the cloud? Those are all hand done with just lifting your paper off, leaving some white between the clouds. And I love this set too. And again, if you notice your product and who it is from, please let me know in the comments. And then this is the one that I did on Instagram, Tree of Life. I was hand drawing this, hand painting actually. And I wanted to, how do you see this? Do you see the gold? Let me get this out of the way. Right in here. Remember I told you in one of my videos I combine a lot of different things? Well, this is this gold. And I used a bottle cap to make that look. Made it super easy to create something pretty with it. So I hope you enjoyed all these different things, guys. And I do want you to subscribe for me, please. Share my videos. And thanks a million for watching.